They're taking on Arlington and they're trying to avenge an earlier season loss. They lost to the Eagles 10-9 in their first meeting. That is Sarah Walczyk at the plate, and there's a strike called. The batting order for Arlington, the first four look like this. Beth Horton is up at the plate right now. I'll do 2, 3, 4, 5 in just a second. That's foul ball for strike 2. Chrissy Squires bats number 2. Hannah Nolan is number 3 in the order, and the cleanup batter is Ariel Grover. Emily Sumner is your catcher behind the plate for West Side. I already mentioned Walczyk in the circle. Pitch on the way, 0-2. That will roll in for a ball. Meg Rickey playing first base. Hillary Hunt is down at second base. Your shortstop is Katie Lincoln, and Leah Garrick is at third base. That'll be a ball. The outfield has Brooke Griswold, who's a little bit under the weather today. She's in left field. Tony Girardi in center, and Christina Harrington is your right fielder. So the 2-2 count. That'll just miss, fade outside, be a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. West Rutland coming off an impressive doubleheader win against Rochester. And that'll be a walk after she had her 0-2 in the count. She will walk the leadoff batter, Horton. Squires up now, and I'll have to watch. I haven't seen Arlington play yet. I don't know if they're a running team or a small balling team. They'll show bunt, they'll lay it down, it's a beauty. They're going to go down to second base, and that's a force out. They got her. Oh, what a throw! What a play to get the runner, the lead runner at second base. And that will go down as a fielder's choice, and Hannah Nolan up. There's a strike called. So good play right there. It was a risky play, absolutely. Now the ball will get passed on the wild pitch, and Squires will be down at second base. So Arlington trying to capitalize here in the first inning of play and get on the board first, and that'll be out of play. Yes, like I said, the score from the first meeting, close ball game, 10-9, Arlington with the win. That is going to be over the backstop, out of play, and be a foul ball strike. Yes, West Rutland winning in a doubleheader against Rochester on Friday, which is 3 days ago, I'm sorry. They won the first game 2-1 in dramatic fashion with a run in the bottom of the 7th to break a 1-1 tie and get the win. Sarah Walczyk with a game-winning hit, the pitcher in the circle right now. And then winning the nightcap against Rochester 10-7. So trying to carry that momentum over here into this divisional game. As it is starting to wind down toward the end of the season, you guys start thinking about playoffs and seedings and home fields and where you're going to be in the playoffs and all that kind of stuff. So, and I think West Rutland has showed some real good progress throughout the year of improving. And that'll be back-to-back, or another walk. 2 walks this inning, not back-to-back walks. I apologize. Ariel Grover, the cleanup batter, at the plate. 2 on, 1 down, and that's going to be stopped by Sumner. Sumner with a very strong, accurate arm behind the plate. I don't know if she wants to be nominated, but I really think she should be on the Vermont All-Star team that takes on New Hampshire. First of all, she hits the ball well. She's very athletic. She runs well. She's active behind the plate. I've seen her track down pop-up foul balls for outs, and she just has a tremendous arm. There's a strike called. So runners move up to second and third with just the 1 out. So Arlington getting closer to getting the game's first run. That's woo down the line at first base, foul. Sound effects for free, that woo. Taya Grover with a big gap in left center field. That'll be stopped by Sumner. So Walczyk struggling a little bit here early on to find her rhythm and to find her release points so she gets consistently in the strike zone. That's one thing she did in that 2-1 win against Arlington was, strike 3 down the pipe. 2 down, big get right there. Got the cleanup batter looking at strike 3. But she was consistently ahead in the count and had minimal walks in that win over Arlington. Now Zakarewski up, the catcher. And is that a catcher's name or what? That is a great name for a catcher. Her first name's Alex Zakarewski. Again, the sun playing peekaboo today. It's very comfortable temperature. Oh, great pitch. Like I said, she throws a double knuckle curve, and I'm not saying that was it, but sure had some nasty movement on it down and in like you would expect a curveball to have. That one floated high for a ball. Scheduled for 7, there is a mercy rule that if we get close to that, we'll talk about it. Other than that, kick back and enjoy West Rutland softball action. That'll be in the dirt, and again, nice stop by Sumner as the runners stay at 2nd and 3rd. Mentioned Griswold, a little under the weather. She said, very briefly, I talked to her walking into the game, she had bronchitis. So she's trying to play, and that's going to be to Lincoln. She'll scoop it. Well, she got dirt in the glove. She'll throw to first. That's it, and they'll strand 2, and we'll be scoreless going into the bottom of the 1st. Chrissy Squires is in the circle for Arlington. She'll be looking at the top of the order. Hillary Hunt, Katie Lincoln, and Emily Sumner do up with Brooke Griswold batting in that number 4 spot. Behind the plate is Alex Zakarewski. And from what I've been told by the dugouts, this is as fast as she gets. She's looking to put the ball in a strike zone, let them get the bat on it, and then let her defense make the plays behind her. And we'll have a 3-0 count to the leadoff batter, Hunt. Sometimes this is the hardest pitching to hit because you're not in time to it. It's hard to, you go against the pitching machines. They're in the 40s, and then the game against Rochester, that girl was throwing in the 50s. That just missed. It'll be ball 4, and Hillary Hunt will be on via the walk. Katie Lincoln up, the shortstop for West Rutland. And the rest of that defense for Arlington has Hannah Nolan at first, Beth Horton at second, Hannah Keys is your shortstop. Shay Madison is at third base. And Hunt dancing around at first. We'll go back. Kayla Griffin is your left fielder. Center fielder is Ariel Grover. And Emily Davis is the right fielder. And that's a fair ball. And that's going to roll to the fence. And we'll see if Hunt is going to be waved around, as she will be sent home with the game's first run. And they're going to hold Lincoln at second. So Lincoln will have an RBI double. And that walk will come back early here to get the pitcher Squires, as it'll be 1-0 West Rutland. So Katie Lincoln able to rip that ball. She's able to stay back. So hard because you're anxious. You want to come fast at the ball like that. You're not used to those slow pitches. It's hard like that. See, like Emily Sumner's up. She was swinging for the fences, which she hit twice in a game against Rochester. She had a couple doubles. So Squires and Arlington down 1-0. They won the first game between these two schools 10-9. And again, you can see her lunging at the pitch, and it's just so hard to lay off. The old expression is a meatball. They look like meatballs coming in, and that's 2 strikes now on Sumner. Lincoln at second, 1 run in. Bottom of the 1st. Good stop. Zakarewski I watched during the warm-ups when she threw down to second base. Tremendously strong arm. So Sumner with the 2 strikes on her will dig in, and she got a piece of that, and that's going to be over the shortstop of the center fielder's head. We're going to have Sumner going to second. Lincoln will score easy, and Sumner will have an RBI double. Yep, and she'll put the brakes on, as West Rutland doing a much better job this game of being, keeping their weight back on the pitches. So a couple doubles have led to a couple runs. Now Brooke Griswold up, and that looks to be playable, and she'll grab it in foul territory for the out. Sumner will stay at second base. Yep, I didn't know if they're going to play chase her around, but they did not. So that'll be the first out, and it's a pop out to the third baseman in foul territory. Meg Rickey, your third baseman, up now. Or West Rutland's third baseman, because you might be for Arlington, I don't know. Again, PEGTV has a website. You can go there by going www.pegtv.com. You can click video on demand, and you can watch local games, recent games, they archive games also, but you can watch games right there on the internet at your convenience anywhere in the world. Not just anywhere in Rutland or in Vermont or the United States, but in the world. Well, you can see how she picked that front foot forward and lunged forward at the ball. It's hard to stay back on the ball. You almost have to have like a little back and forth rhythm and like a timing step on a pitcher like this. And I don't think that's going to be out of play. Into the bleacher. Ooh, the fans get awake over there. Yeah, weather permitting, I have some more West Rutland softball action coming to you in a very near future. I believe it's Twin Valley. Oh, she went up, got that, and she drove it. And it's going to be fair territory, and they had to wait on Sumner to make sure she did not catch the ball. And yep, they're going to send Meg Rickey after she drives the run. She's going to third base. Yep, good play. Good aggressive base running. Drives in another run at 3 runs here in the first inning for West Rutland. You know, you watch this unfold, and it's still very early, but you kind of look at it and you're like, how did they lose 10-9 in the first game? Well, sports is a funny thing. This is Walzik up at the plate. Sarah Walzik, the pitcher. That's going to be down to the third baseman. She'll pick, fire, and just get her. 2 down now, and the run does score on that slow ground ball. Good job of charging over there by Madison, Shea Madison. So 2 outs, 4 runs in, and Caitlin Bania up. Bania, the DP, hitting for Leah Garrick, the third baseman for West Rutland. And that'll be a ball. Like I said, very comfortable temperature. Probably, you know, I didn't get a chance to look at Channel 15's local weather map, which is very useful. You can go and see the local weather map on the website or right there on the channel. Oh, Madison's going to, yeah, she's going to throw. I thought she might eat the ball and she'll be safe. So that'll be an error, unofficially, on Madison. And it'll keep the inning going. And Christina Harrington up, the right fielder now. They're going to flick the ball down to first, runner back safe. As again down at first base is Bania. Girardi on deck. This is the number 8 batter in the order, and going to be caught. 3 down, but 4 runs in for West Rutland. We'll go to the second inning of play on Munger Vision. This is Emily Davis. Sarah Walzik's first pitch of the second inning. He'll be a tad bit low. Got the plate, but low, and it'll be a ball. Walzik with the 1 strikeout in the first inning. Her defense very good behind her. And she'll float it in just a tad high for ball 2. Like I started to say, you got the PEGTV.com video on demand website. Got Channel 15 itself on the television. You can go to the studio down in the House Center, Building 24, take a tour, meet the executive director, Mike Valentine, who's just done a fantastic job. Through the many years he's been the executive director at Channel 15. Tom Leipold, another outstanding employee at Channel 15, as he's the program director at Channel 15, done an outstanding job. They really have. I mean, they've gone from a little, oh, look at how hot that camera is. There we go. They've gone from a little building behind the old Adelphia Cable Building to the Stafford Technical Center, where we had a room up there, to a big state-of-the-art facility now in a House Center, and we've gone on the web, so we're worldwide. We probably have the best variety of programming of any public access station there is. We cover live events. That's going to be tossed up and backed up nicely. Nice job by Harrington to be there. You can take CIP classes, which means you can go there for Channel 15 and learn how to use the equipment and produce a show and do what I do, except do it better, because I don't do it very well. But no, I think Mike Valentine, Tom Leipold, Chris McCormick, a lot of people do a great job down at PEGTV. Nancy Donahue, very beautiful but very smart. Don't let her looks fool you. She's got a lot of. She's very smart. She's the assistant to the executive director. That's going to be a catchable ball. Harrington coming in, and no, it'll get by her, and they're going to keep the runners at first and second now. That was a good piece of base running because they've had to play it halfway safely in case that ball was caught. So that's why she's only gone to second base from first. I'm unofficially going to give her a base hit. Kayla Griffin up. I think the biggest thing that Channel 15 staff people have done is tolerate me for, well, since 1995. This is 2009, so 14 years. And I don't say that jokingly. I'm an extremely annoying, disruptive person. and they have allowed me to stay doing this. They could have booted me out so many times. So I do appreciate that from them. More than they'll ever know, seriously. Walzik with 2 runners on this inning. She had 2 runners on in the first. They failed to score, Arlington did. This is going to be down, and they're going to have everybody safe. Everybody safe. That was just hitting the right place at the right speed for everything to kind of fall in there and work out for them. So the bases will be juiced. Arlington down by 4, trying to do something about it right here. Force out at any base, top of the order, Beth Horton up. Foul ball. Now you definitely want to make contact. I mean, unless you're 4 terrible pitches, obviously don't swing at them, take the walk and force them to run. But you want to make contact. You want to put pressure on that defense. You know, everything doesn't have to be a base hit to make a run score here, and that's going to be a ball. 1-1 to count. Lincoln is number 8 with her back to you. She plays shades very far to the second base side of the infield for a shortstop. Because when I shoot video, usually in this spot on any field, I have a clear shot. I'm not interfered with by the fielders. Oh, great pitch, strike right there. But Katie does. She plays very heavy toward the right field line. Oh, great pitch. She will get her second strikeout. First out of this inning, and that's the second strikeout, like I said, but second strikeout looking. Now Chrissy Squires up. She reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. Why is Squires down? Oh, she's on the left side this time. Getting Arlington with the bases juiced here. And that could be interference. And she is out. Yeah, it's interference. I thought it was, yeah. And the umpire calls it. You see the umpires all concurring or talking to each other, and they agree with each other. Yeah, they called her out. Somebody's hollering interference, and they called it. So now 2 down, and they're going to. They're right on the edge of squandering the bases loaded. Oh, swing comes back, hits Emily Sumner in the catcher's mask. She's okay. This is Hannah Nolan up. She walked and got stranded at second in the first inning. And that's going to be out of play. Yeah, if it's playable, Sumner will get it. That's how good she is. Maybe not 100%, but boy, she's awful close to being money in the bank on those fly balls, pop flies, foul balls. There, I could finally get the word. There we go. That's going to be down, picked up by Garrick. She's got the shot to first, and oh, they'll toss it away. 1 run, 2 runs coming in. And they're going to give the runner third base, the lead runner third, so almost able to get out of that bases loaded jam. Remember, the bases were loaded. Oh, isn't that awful? I can't see your jersey number. Oh, that's a base hit. And I've messed up the whole scorebook. Okay, so they get another run. Now, I got to catch up, okay? So Squires ends up at third. The lead runner, Davis, is out on interference. So then Keys scored, Griffin scored, strike called. They're going to throw down to second, and she's safe. Yeah, I'm trying to catch my book up here because that interference play really screwed me up. Nolan ends up at second base, and Grover should be at the plate. Okay, I have it as 4-2. Because they called the runner at third base out on interference. I accidentally, or mistakenly, marked Squires out. She was at the plate, hit the ball. She was not out. And that's going to be misplayed. That's going to bring in the tying run. Yeah, we're going to be tied at 4. So with 2 outs and the base is loaded, West Rutland can't get out of this jam. Again, I'm unofficial because I've got my book so messed up. And Zacharuski up, the 9th batter to come to the plate. 4 runs unofficially in. Oh, and that's going to be foul. Tell you what, Zacharuski got around on that pitch. And pulled it. Gave it a ride, but foul. Runner at first is Grover. 4 runs in. Zakaruski will swing high and through that rise ball for strike 2. Pitch coming, and oh, she laid off it. Yeah, she did not go. Even if they appeal that, there's no way she went on it. She was thinking about it. She got a little itchy trigger finger, but she didn't pull it there. Same pitch, same results, ball. So Arlington and West Rutland, who had a 10-9 game the first time around, got a 4-4 game here this time around, and it could be a wild one. Oh, that's going to be a great hit. Griswold will get it, throw to second, and she's going to be safe. Tell you what, that was hit on a line to Griswold, who got right in front of it, short-hopped it, and made a nice play. So Grover will go to second, Zakaruski to first, and Davis up. Remember, Davis was down 0-2 in the count this inning and then worked it for a walk, and she started everything off. She scored once already this inning. Good pitch. Now, Walczyk looking for that rhythm, that consistent release point, that finding that comfort zone where you're throwing strikes consistently. Where all the mechanics are just second nature. Oh, stabbed by Hillary Hunt. She'll make the grab. That'll end the inning, but I have it as 4-4 in the second. Be facing Girardi. That's a strike. Now, I tried to check with the infield, because I'm way out in center field, on the score. I have it as 4-4 in my very unofficial book. I was told it was 5-3. And that doesn't mesh with anything at all that I have watched. So, I have been wrong 99% of my entire life. That's going to be playable. Oh, ball. The coach just said from Arlington, catch the ball. That would have been an out. So she didn't make a play on it, even though she could. Kayla Griffin over there, I don't know if she thought because it was out of play if it wasn't catch it, you don't touch it. I don't know, but it was a second life for Girardi. Ball. I double-checked the first inning by West Rutland, and I came up with 4 runs. And I was still okay at that point. And that's going to be a base hit. Yep. You're going to get the ball in real quick to second base, and Girardi will be on with a single. And then I went through and triple-checked the Arlington inning. And it does work out to 4-4. Now, like I said, I've been wrong basically my entire life. So I'm going to go at 4-4. There goes the runner down to second, and she's safe. I'm going to go at 4-4 because I'm stubborn and pig-headed. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Will I find it embarrassing to give you the wrong score of the game? Well, I've done, believe me, I've done a lot more embarrassing things than that. It will be foolish, but I'll have to live with it. I'll go back and trace that Arlington inning for you. So a good pitch, strike called. In that last inning, Arlington started things off with a walk to Davis. Third base, to first, long throw. They say out. Runner will go to third. See, Girardi will go to third. They'll get the runner out at first. So Girardi will go to third base. That was Hillary Hunt, who I forgot to mention. So that's 1 out. Now Lincoln up. That's high for a ball. Yeah, so Davis walked, Keys singled, Griffin reached on an error. Then Horton struck out. Then Chrissy Squires popped up in foul territory, and the runner at third base was called for interference, called out. Oh, that's a shot. That's going to be off the wall, and they'll pick it up. Girardi will come in. Lincoln will be at second base with a monster shot. That is going to be another RBI double for her. So see, Girardi will score, making it 5 runs for West Rutland. Lincoln will have 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. And Sumner up. That's on the playable side, and it'll just be out of Zakaruski's reach. But no, what I had originally done was I had marked in that last inning for Arlington when she popped up the ball as the batter in foul territory, and Garrett could not get to the ball because the runner interfered with her. They called the runner at third base out. She left, went to the dugout. Squires got on first base. I'm not sure how. Oh, that's a shot. That's a shot. And that's going to be Grover with the catch. And double. Nope. She got back. Sumner couldn't hit that any harder. And I'll tell you, great job by Grover getting over there to fill the gap and get the line drive. So 2 down now. And Brooke Griswold up. There's a strike. Lincoln with a big lead, as you can see in the camera in the foreground, going back to second base now. That's going to be off the glove at second base, and Lincoln's going to be waved around. Yep. And she will come in with the run, second run of this inning. So unofficially, the tie has been broke. That's a great effort down at second base by Beth Horton. That was Griswold with an infield single. Now Meg Rickey up. So Griswold playing through the illness, able to make good contact. Oh, that's a shot. That's going to roll. Griswold going to be waved in. Yeah, they're going to send her home. And they're on the throw home. You see Rickey very smartly going to third base, and without sliding, she'll be safe. Not sure about the not sliding thing, but she made it. So Griswold with the third run of the inning, 7th of the ball game. Now Sarah Walzik up. She grounded out to third base, and she got all that. Maybe nope, foul territory. It's gonna be a foul ball, so Walzik will go back in there, get all set. Well, I live and die my book. That's why it bugs me when but I went through the Arlington inning. The runner at third base called for interference is out. I know, I gotta go back and oh, off the heel of the glove, the run will come in, and that'll be a base hit, and Walzik will be at first base. Grover almost able to take it off the shoe tops and make a great catch. Now Caitlin Bania up. She reached on an error her first time up. As Squires getting wrapped around here in this inning pretty good. Now they're doing some homework. So they must have brought in a courtesy runner. Yes, that's what we have, a courtesy runner for West Rutland, Sarah Walzik, and it's Kayla Buckley. So Kayla Buckley has come in to run for Walzik. And that's where we're at right now. So runner at first, 2 down. West Rutland with 8 runs in the ball game. Big swing and a miss. Runner goes, throw down. Nobody's at second base. And you can see the good backup by Grover. Tell you what, that's great play by Grover. That's one of those things that doesn't show up in the scorebook. She was just doing what she's supposed to do, back up to throw to second. And that'll be just a tad bit high. As Buckley being very active down there at second base after the steal. Bania and then Harrington due up. That's down to the shortstop. Keys, a throw to first. That's the inning. And West Rutland retakes the lead going into the third. Okay. That's going to be the shortstop, Lincoln. She'll pick it up, throw to first, and get her. Quick work of the leadoff batter here in the third for Sarah Walzik. And that was so quick I couldn't even tell you. That was Hannah Keys. So Keys grounds out to Lincoln. Now Kayla Griffin up. It is 8-3. I went back through my book and found an error on my part on the Arlington side. I knew it had to be my mistake. Oh yeah, they got it. They got it. Lincoln for out number 2 as Walzik settling down nicely here in the third inning. So like I said, she's coming off a Good performance, pitching-wise, against Rochester. That'll be a ball to Shea Madison, who reached on an error. That'll be ball 2. What I did in my book, not that it doesn't matter, it's my mistake, is the runner who was called for interference, was called out for interference for Arlington. I marked that all down. But you know how you draw the lines connecting the dots? It's going to be to Walczyk to third base. She's going to flip it to first. Got it. That's a quick inning for Walczyk. Great job. 8-3. West Rutland with the lead. So for West Rutland, Christina Harrington up. She popped up to the third baseman, Madison, her first and only time up. Squires. That's put into play. Keys from the shortstop position to first. Got her. So Arlington doing a nice job there of retiring the leadoff batter. Now bring up Girardi now. So Girardi, like that first pitch, she'll go to third base. Madison will come up with it. She'll throw to first and safe. She pulled the, what happened? The throw came in high, pulled the first baseman off the bag. That was Nolan that came up off the bag. Top of the order now, Hillary Hunt. Well, to finish my long-winded, boring explanation of what I did with the book, there goes the runner to throw down. She's safe. And Girardi with that good speed, moving up at second base. Basically what I did is I colored in the diamond on the runner who was called out for interference. And that's where I came up with a 4-4 game. That's why there's only 3 runs. It's 8-3 here in the bottom of the third. West Rutland with the lead, trying to add to it. They got a runner in scoring position and 1 out. Hillary Hunt at the plate. Katie Lincoln on deck. That's back to the pitcher. Nice play by Squires. She'll throw to first, get the out. Runner does advance to third base, but it was more important to get that second out. You need outs here. So Lincoln with 2 doubles, scored 2 runs and driven in 2 runs. So she's been Katie Lincoln today. That'll be outside a tad for a ball. Oh, she got all of that. And it'll be just out of the reach of Grover. She's going to have another RBI and another double. 3 doubles today for Miss Lincoln. Almost a great catch by Grover. You can see how deep to the gap. See, I can't bring the camera back fast enough. Now Emily Sumner up. Sumner. That's going to be through the hole at shortstop, and it'll be picked up, and they're going to send Lincoln. So they're going to throw to second, and no, they're going to hold it. They're going to go back to Sumner, and she's going to dance around and. So West Rutland, again with a couple outs, coming to life here. Second RBI for Sumner. Makes it 10-3 now, West Rutland. Griswold shows bunt, pulls the bat back, runner goes, tossed down, and they got her. Oh, she's out on a good throw by Zakarewski. That'll end the inning, and it's going to be West Rutland 10-3 over Arlington, going to the 4th. Top of the order, Beth Horton, Chrissy Squires, Hannah Nolan, Ariel Grover due up. For the Arlington Eagles, we're in the 4th inning, scheduled for 7. She shows bunt, pulled it back, ball 1. Walczyk had a very good 3rd inning. She had a 1-2-3 inning. And that was an attempted bunt. She never brought the bat back. She actually swatted at it. That'll be a strike. Garrick at third base and extremely tight, playing small ball, getting set for the bunt. And that just caught the plate, but low, below the knee. So it'll be a ball. And again, you have Ricky at first, Hunt at second, Lincoln's your shortstop, Garrick's at third base, Sumner behind the plate. Harrington, Girardi, and Griswold. That's the outfield for West Rutland. And senior Sarah Walczyk. Found the plate right there for a strike. So West Rutland scoring Runs in all 3 innings, have that 10-3 lead. And that's going to be past Garrick. That's a foul ball. Boy, she was almost able to go to the opposite field and get a base hit there. She'll get back in the batter's box. She's set to swing away as the leadoff batter, Beth Horton. Waits the offering. And she will get her on a rise ball. So nice job by Walzik coming back for her 3rd strikeout here at the ball game. And it should be Chrissy Squires now. It is, and it's out of play. So the pitcher for Arlington, Squires, at the plate, and she swings the bat very well. She makes good, solid contact. And a good eye there. She'll lay out that pitch for a ball. Well, there's a lot more sports coming up forward for you. That's swing and a miss on a high fastball, a rise ball. I have some more, like I said, West Rutland softball action for you. Some more Proctor baseball action, some MSJ baseball action coming up. Strike 3, drop 3rd strike. They'll throw down and get her. So 2 down on strikeouts here. As Walzik now with 4 strikeouts in the ball game, looking for another 1-2-3 inning, has Hannah Nolan up. And I don't think that's going to be, I think it's going to be over the fence. It is. It's going to be out of play. So yeah, Walzik had the rough 2nd inning. She wasn't bad in the 1st, had a rough 2nd, really nice in the 3rd, and doing all right here in the 4th. That's fouled straight back. That was a great swing. Nice and level, and she had the stride going forward and fouled it back. Grover is on deck in case they can extend the inning. That's past Garrick. That's a base hit. It'll be picked up by Griswold, and Brooke will bring it into Hillary Hunt. And again, with 2 down, Arlington able to get a base runner on. They've done that a couple different times today. Grover up. Had a single her last time that drove in 2 runs. Last time up, she singled in 2 runs. That's to Hillary Hunt. She's going to go to first. That's the inning. They'll strand 1, and we'll have a 10-3 score going in the bottom of the 4th. West Rutland with the lead. So Griswold, who was at the plate when they threw the runner out trying to steal, was Sumner trying to steal, so Griswold back at the plate. We'll take strike 1. Griswold has flied out to 3rd base and has singled. She also has an RBI, and she scored a run. That was a pretty good cut at the ball right there. And it'll be fouled back for a strike. West Rutland with a 4-run first, a 4-run second, a 2-run third. Have their 10 runs here as we go into the... And boy, she went headhunting there. She's chopping wood. And I thought it was strike 3, and it will be strike 3. So Griswold will strike out on a pitch out of the strike zone. But you know what? She went down swinging. Meg Rickey up. She has had 2 triples today. And that will be a strike. And this time they're having the outfielders back up deeper. And I'm sure they'll do the same thing with Lincoln. So Rickey looking to have a 3-for-3 day. And that's going to be a foul ball. Yep. Pretty dangerous over there in the crowd today, the way these balls are flying around. Have the Crawley Road Race coming up in the area. That'll be June 14th. That's a tremendous event put on by Mike and Paula Lannon, and oh, what an effort. Bill Rogers, Boston Marathon winner, Olympian. It's the gift runner. Joan Benoit Samuelson, first woman to win a gold medal here this year, also has another guest runner. Oh, and the catcher just did miss making a play. Well, she got close to that fence and didn't hear a lot of talking going on down there either as far as all the other fielders around her, so that'll be just a strike on a foul ball. But that whole weekend for the Crawley race, there's just all kinds of stuff to do. Oh, great play by Squires. Oh, what a reaction to that drive up the middle. Well hit by Rickey, but a better play in the field, and Squires will retire Rickey for the first time today. Now Sarah Walzik up. She's got a couple RBIs and a single. And that looks to be playable. It will. She'll have a good inning, and we'll go to the 5th fifth and a 10-3 West Rutland lead. Alex Zakarewski, the catcher, up, and that's going to be out play. Over that Crawley weekend of June 13th and June 14th. June 13th, there's a health and fitness expo at the Rutland Middle School, the Keefe Gym. That's 10 to 3:30. And that is cool. A lot of really useful stations and people there that can instruct you on not only health issues as far as food, but on cardiovascular issues, exercise, and it's just a great atmosphere to be around. That gets a whole weekend started. And then Sunday, of course, is the Crawley 10K road race. That starts at 8 o'clock, starts in front of the Marble exhibit in Proctor and comes all the way over to the Citizens Bank here in Rutland. Zakarewski, Griswold, going to drop in front of her, yeah. She was just a little indecisive on the play, and that'll be a base hit for Zakarewski. So the leadoff batter on here in the fifth. I'll bring up Emily Davis. Her last time up, she lined out to Hunt at second base. That'll be foul. Well, but simultaneously on the 14th, when the adult 10K race starts, there's the Children's Downtown Mile, downtown Rutland. The children all register and they run a mile. That's swing and a miss for a strike. That starts at 8 o'clock. Then your 5K walk, your 5K corporate challenge, and all that stuff also starts off. And that's on Route 3 in Proctor. That's going to be to Lincoln. There's one. And that's all they get. They get the lead runner. And a good play to make sure they get at least one out. And he also got the lead runner out. So Davis will hit a fielder's choice. She'll hit into a force out. One down, and I'll hand the keys up. And they're going to safe. I thought they might double her up, but she got back. So that pop-up on the infield will go as an out as Hunt made the grab and then through to second, but first, then too late. Now Kayla Griffin up. She's reached on an error and scored a run. And that'll be scooped up and low for a ball from Sumner. Then after the 10K race is all over and you go downtown Rutland's all festive and there's all kinds of booths and vendors and it's just a great atmosphere, safe atmosphere, come down and enjoy it, get healthy and walk in the 10K race or run in it, whatever you want to do. That'll be a foul ball. At noon at the Holiday Inn in Rutland, you can meet the Olympians, Joan Benoit Samuelson and Bill Rogers. That's a foul ball for a strike two. So that's cool. Also if you bring something you want them to sign it, they'll sign it for you. They'll chat with you briefly, but you get to meet two Olympians at once in Rutland. And then at 1 o'clock is the Runners Clinic. That's going to be a base hit. Backed up by Girardi. Runners will be at first and second. So Arlington's had this knack today to get things going with 2 down. Now Shea Madison up. The third baseman. It'll roll in across the plate for a ball. We're in the fifth, 10-3 West Rutland. They started off strong with 4 runs in the first inning. That'll be a foul ball strike. But again, at 10-3, if Arlington can just kind of manage 1 or 2 runs here when they get people on and in scoring position. Remember, they started the game off with runners at second and third in the first inning and did not pick them up. That's going to allow runners to get to second and third, as that's going to be a wild pitch. And so Walzik, though, the advantage she has, the runners are at second and third, is she has 2 outs. And a 2-1 count on Madison. Swing and a miss, and was it foul tipped? And so usually I don't have an issue with the umpire getting in the strike way. Ball strike. There he goes. He moved over. Nice job. Got her looking. Strike 3. That'll leave him stranded, and we'll have a 10-3 West Rutland lead going into the bottom of the fifth. Caitlin Bania up here in the bottom of the fifth for West Rutland to face Chrissy Squires. Bania's reached on an error. She's grounded out to the shortstop Keys, and that will be foul. She got around on it for sure, but pulled it foul. Squires, well, she's been around the strike zone because they've hit the ball well today off her. But she's done what she's supposed to do out there. She hasn't hurt herself with a lot of walks. She hasn't been wild when runners have been on base. West Rutland's just really hit the ball well. Her defense hasn't played bad at all. Arlington won the first meeting. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. 10-9 they won the first game. They trailed 10-3 here in the second meeting. Banya. And this time she'll have a good eye there. She'll lay off that pitch for a ball. And she'll draw the walk, yeah, on a pitch that was low and outside. And the leadoff batter will be on via the walk. Christina Harrington up. She has popped up to third base and grounded out to shortstop. That's going to be the Keys. There's one, and good play. They got the lead runner. They secured the out. They didn't want to throw the ball around. Plus, Harrington runs very well. She was down at first baseline. So a 6-4 force out. Now Tony Girardi up. Girardi has singled, reached on air, has scored both times. So Girardi, the center fielder for West Rutland. There goes the runner, and that was a close play. Oh, Buckley in there running. I didn't see that. They had a courtesy runner come in. And it's Caleb Buckley. There's the bunt. Oh, it's beautiful. That is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my God. What a perfect bunt by Girardi. That's got to be, seriously, the best bunt I have seen all season in baseball or in softball. That's the, that's textbook. Down top, you order Hillary Hunt up. And they'll concede the base on a steal to Girardi, as they didn't want to let the runner release from first. Hunt has walked and scored and grounded out twice. And Grover can't get there. The run will come in. Buckley will come in to score. Girardi will duck down as the throw comes into second base. And West Rutland gets an 11-3 lead now here in the fifth. An RBI for Hunt, and now Katie Lincoln up. 3 doubles, 3 runs scored, and 3 RBIs. That's pretty consistent. And if they back up any further, they'll be running the camera. That's going to be over everybody's head. That's going to be over the fence for a ground rule double. And if you bear with me, they're going to hold everybody. They're going to allow 1 run to come in. I'll get the ball. Oh, I got to get the ball and everything. I don't usually ever get to do that. That'll be high for a ball. Okay, so Girardi scored. Lincoln went to second. That's up the middle. That's a base hit. It'll be picked up by Grover. She'll throw to second base, and they're going to send Lincoln home. They got tossed the ball around that time. And they'll get another run as Hunt came in to score. Lincoln came in to score. That's an RBI single. And now Griswold will look at ball 1. So Brooke Griswold will take a strike. They'll flick it down to first, and she'll be safe. So down at first base is Sumner. I forgot to even mention her name. That's a fair ball. We'll follow Sumner around as she lines up with second base. But I'll tell you what, that was interference right there. The second baseman cannot stand on second base when there's no play. And so Sumner will end up at third. Griswold, but you can't tell she doesn't feel well. She's hitting the ball very well. Now Meg Ricky up. As West Rutland with 4 runs in this inning. And runners at second and third. There's just the 1 out. And it's 14-3 West Rutland unofficially. Well, I'll tell you what, Ricky went up after that bad boy. Ricky today with a couple triples. She's hit the ball well. She's got 2 RBIs and she scored 2 runs. And that is going to be a base hit. That's going to be in the gap. Griswold coming around now. She'll be able to score easily. And Ricky over there swinging a hot bat today. As 2 more runs come in. And now the number 9 hitter of the order in this inning is Sarah Walzik. So they've batted around here in this inning against Squires. Walzik waits, Walzik swings, Walzik misses. Yeah, so after Walzik is Banya. 2, 4, 6, 16 at throw back, and safe is Ricky. So I have it at 16-3. Well, she went up and got that. That's going to be a base hit, and and it's going to be an error. They're going to allow Ricky, I think, is going to probably score. Yeah, they're going to wave her around for run number 17, so that'll be a base hit and an error, and Walzik will end up at second base. Now, the mercy rule, because I told you if it came into play, I would talk about it. Now, Banya up. Foul ball. Now, the way I've always understood the mercy rule is if you're behind, you have to have 5 innings of at bat. But you have to if you trail by 15 runs or more, the team trailing has to bat through the 5th inning. So we qualify for all that. And that'll be caught by Squires for the second out. And this looks like, I'm just trying to follow it. You stay with me. Well, it's supposed to be Harrington, but it looks like Buckley. Walzik at second, dancing around. Yeah, so I have 2, 4, 6, 17-3. That's not 15 runs yet. So if they don't score another run here, we'll go another inning. That's the shortstop, Keys. Good play. They'll throw to first. We will play another inning. 17-3 West Rutland. So top of the order up for Arlington is going to be Beth Horton, Chrissy Squires, Hannah Nolan. Yes, it's 17-3, so it's only a 14-run lead. There's the bunt. Garrick's got a chance, and nope, she'll beat it out. You know, you see that, and I wonder why they didn't try that earlier with her speed, especially coming off that left side. But Chrissy Squires up now. Squires. She shows bunt, and runner stayed. Runner stayed. Yeah, I'll tell you something. I retrieved the ball that bounced over the outfield fence, and I waited between innings to toss it into the umpire. And I won't do that again. I do a lot of embarrassing things in life, but I got the ball to the infield, probably to second base. Now I haven't warmed up, haven't stretched. I didn't get a running start on my throw, and I got a mock cheer and a bunch of commentary from the crowd and the umpires, especially Mr. Bedard behind the plate. But there was a time, probably 30, 35 years ago, I could have thrown that close to home base on the fly, but those days are gone and never coming back. But the next time I'll just retrieve the ball, wait for the outfielder to show up, and I'll hand them the ball. That's going to be out of play for a strike. Yeah, so Arlington hopefully can pick up some runs here so we can get all 7 innings in. So it's 17-3 West Rutland, looking like they're going to avenge their earlier season loss. Oh, that's a shot. That's coming right at you, man. Girardi will scramble in, get it, went over the top of Lincoln, and that'll put runners at first and second. Now this game isn't over at all. But when West Rutland lost 10 10-9 in the first meeting. Now Grover up. It makes you wonder, is Arlington, was that fluke, or is West Rutland improved that much, or was Arlington having just a special day? That's a base hit. Will they send the runner? I will. Yeah, they're going to send her home. Girardi's throw is going to come all the way through. Got tipped. Walczyk will cut it off. Yeah, and everybody's going to stay at first and second, so they'll pick up a run. And Grover will pick up an RBI. As Horton came in to score. And now Zakaruski up. So Zakaruski with runners at first and second. And she's going to get the job done. Oh, foul. Just foul. That was close, but I'll say she got the job done, and she ripped that ball, but foul. As there is one out, 17-4 now the score. In the top of the sixth. That's going to drop. That's going to drop. Yeah, it was just hitting the right spot, and the bases are going to be loaded. No, they're going to send her home, and she'll score. Throw came in high, and again, I like that. They're being aggressive on the bases. Again, that wasn't a crushed ball, but it was just hitting the right spot at the right speed at the right location. So Zakaruski will get an RBI and a single, and now we'll bring up Emily Davis as it goes 17-5. So West Rutland's lead shrinks to 12. And that's going to be over the top of Griswold's head, and that's going to roll. Grover's going to score, and they're going to pick up Zakaruski. They're going to send her around. Here comes the throw, and she's out. Oh, what a throw. And we came into Lincoln, from Griswold to Lincoln to home. And then the tag applied. Okay, let me catch up to this. So it was a base hit, and it went to Griswold, who's 7, to Lincoln, who's 6, to Sumner, who's 2. So a 7-6-2 on the relay for the out at home base. That's the second out. 3 runs are in. It's 17-6, and this is Hannah Keys, the shortstop. Now they'll hold the runner at second base. Sumner will run the ball back to the circle. Keys today has a single. She's 1 for 3. She has scored a run. And that came in high for a ball. So Walczyk trying to work out of this 6th inning. She's given up 3 runs. She gave up 3 runs in the second, 3 runs so far in the 6th. 17-6 to score. Lincoln, she's automatic. Throw to first, got her. That's the inning. Some damage done. 17-6 West Side as we come into the bottom of the 6th. Tony Girardi to lead things off. Gets a good piece of it and drives it through the hole at short. So Girardi didn't waste any time. Got a pitch she liked and put all her muscle into it and drove it down to first base here. Or down past the shortstop, down third base way. Top of the order, Hillary Hunt up. Hillary's had a good day at the plate for West Rutland. That was a little bit high. Runner goes, and he's going to be backed up by Grover, and runner will stay at second. Girardi, that good speed. They didn't waste any time in sending her. So Hillary Hunt has scored 2 runs today. She has walked, and she has singled, and she's got an RBI. As that's Grover in the foreground, number 12, who's blocking my view. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, they're the players. They have to be out there in the field. You know, it's hard when you're not elevated. I'm staying flat on the ground. If I was elevated, I could shoot over the top of her. Like in Proctor, when I shoot in center field, coach, there's a walk. And Girardi trying to get them to do this right here. Nope. You see Zakaruski will run her back, get in the circle, hand the ball off. Now Lincoln up. Lincoln with 3 doubles. No, let me try. She got 4 doubles today. I don't know if I've ever seen that in any. I've never seen it in baseball, high school baseball. But Lincoln today, 4 for 4 with 4 doubles, 4 RBIs, and scored 4 runs. They might have her. They might have her. No, you know what happened? They played so deep, respecting her power, that she hit it off the end of the bat and got a single out of it. So she keeps her streak alive. She is 5 for 5 today. Bases are loaded for Emily Sumner, who has been cranking the ball everywhere. She's been hitting the ball very well. So Sumner will step in now. Sumner had the... oh, that's a big hit. That's a big hit. That's going to be over center fielder's head all the way to the wall. I should clear the bases. Sumner is going to go into second, take the cut, go to third base, as she'll turn on the Jets, and the throw will not get her. She will be there. She'll clear the bases with that triple. Now, she had a big day against Rochester, and she's having a big day now. That's 4 triples today for West Rutland. I'm just trying to see who's at the plate. Brooke Griswold is 20-6. So if they get one more run, that's the mercy rule. That's to the pitcher. She'll throw to first, get the out. They'll go home and safe. That should be the ball game. It's 21-6. And Ricky up. Of course, my book could be off. Seriously, my book could be off. So Ricky's having a monster day. She cranked up and wound up that and missed on a full swing. She didn't get cheated on the rip. Ricky today's got 2 triples and a single. She has scored 3 runs and she has driven in 3 runs. And it was only a great play defensively by the pitcher that kept her from being 4 for 4 today. Ball. Yeah, it was a hard shot up the middle that the pitcher snagged on her, or else that would have been a base hit also. Well, I unofficially, and I'm very unofficial, have it at 21-6. That's 15 runs. But my score could be so far off, it's unbelievable. She will strike out, and they'll throw down, and they'll throw it away. She'll be safe on the strikeout. Now Walzik up, so Sarah Walzik at the plate for West Rutland, and boy, she didn't waste any time. There's the catch for the out. They'll get the ball in second. The runner will stay at first base, so I don't have the name for the young lady, number 25, the substitution. Now Bania up. She's the 8th batter to come to the plate for West Rutland. That's the Keys. That's the inning. They'll pick up 4 more and have a 21-6 lead going into the 7th. Well, into the 7th. Walzik looking for the win. And now number 25, I don't have her. I asked for any substitutions, names, and numbers. The young lady that helped me out was very good, but she kind of shrugged her shoulders at me, so I don't know if she just forgot about this teammate or didn't think she'd get in the ball game. But West Rutland 3 outs away from getting even in the regular season series with Arlington. That's past Walzik to Lincoln. She'll toss to first and get her. So there's 1 down here in the 7th, and now Shea Madison up. Madison is the number 9 batter in the order, so top of the order, Beth Horton on deck. That's to Lincoln. Again, handles it cleanly, throws to first, and Ricky able to go up on that 1 toe, keep it in contact with the bag, and get the out. 2 down now in this 7th inning. 21-6 unofficially the score, and Horton up. So Beth Horton had a bunt single her last time up. And that will be a ball low in the dirt and kind of scooped up by Sumner. West Rutland basically put together 2 good games against Rochester. A good effort here today. That's to Walzik to seal the deal. She'll flip to first, and that's the ball game. West Rutland will get the win over Arlington. They will split the 2 games in the regular season. Sarah Walzik will go the distance, get the complete game victory, And again, just really good defense behind West Rutland. And boy, everybody hit the ball well today. So get out there, support your student athletes. I hope you've enjoyed West Rutland's softball action. And always give me a break on Munger Vision.